What's going on, everybody? Today I've got an interesting video for you. So I've done this before in the past, but I went over to Instagram and also YouTube to ask you guys what you wanted to see in my Funko Pop collection, and I got a good amount of responses. So today I picked a good handful of them, and I'm gonna take you around the office and show you some things that you probably normally wouldn't see unless it was requested. I suppose that you would probably see something like this in like a full collection video, which eventually I will get to that probably before the year ends. But today we're diving into those requests, so let's get into request number one. Beef 6111 wants to see all of my fantastic plastic figures. I think I've got a couple spread throughout the office. Let me show you where I've got them and then I'll get them all together. So I believe I have a couple of fantastic plastic figures chilling behind here because there was some NFT ones. And then for some reason, all my other ones are behind the Freddy Funkos that are right here. So I'll grab them. So as far as fantastic plastic goes, I think this is all of them that I have. And there's some good ones in here. One of them I kind of made an exception. It doesn't officially say that it's a part of fantastic plastic, but S'mores Boy, I mean, come on. He kind of fits the criteria of like the fun created characters that Funko's made up. Bat Boy is a great one. That was a part of a contest that they had a few years back, and I believe this was the winner. We got TJ right here, which is a great one. I love kind of like the sugar skull look that they gave to him, the sombrero, the mustache. It's perfect. I think probably one of my favorite fantastic plastic pops, guys, has got to be Cutie Corn. Such a cute design, and it's just, I don't know, it's just really good, guys. We also have a couple of other ones. If you guys didn't know, they did a pop digital line of the fantastic plastic, so I have Carl, and then I also have, sorry, it was hard to read his name there for a second, Juan Calavera. So that's a good one. And also Spicy Oodles. This one came out a while ago, a Hot Topic. I just thought it was really fun. Oh, and I just remembered, I guess there's a Freddy Funko as well that's a part of the set, guys. Freddy Funko as Amazing Carlos. Amazing Carlos is a part of Fantastic Plastic, so I guess I gotta include that one too. Patrick's Toys Reviews wants to see some Scooby-Doo Villains pops. All right, I have a dedicated Scooby-Doo shelf. I'm gonna show them real quick. So all of the Scooby-Doo Villains pops are gonna be right below the video game section that I have right here. And I think a good majority of them should be up front. We'll kind of dig behind and see. I think there might be a couple that aren't in the front right here. But don't mind me on the floor, guys. This is just the best way to show you. We got the werewolf right there. We have the NFT Snow Ghost. That one's limited to 1550. We have the Ghost of Redbird, also limited to 1550, and Charlie the Robot, 1550. You guessed it. The Creeper is another really good one, guys. This one is even the official con-stickered one, so can't complain about that. And the glow-in-the-dark Captain Cutler. The glow on this guy is just chef's kiss. It is a good one.
A few moments later.
Okay, don't mind the mess that I just made, guys, but Hex Girls was back there. This is a really fun 3-pack. And then I have some other ones in here. It might be a little dark, a little bit harder to see them, but we have the Spooky Space Kook, which is a great one. Which reminds me, I have a Freddy Funko version of this one too. I don't know, maybe we can show that one off. We have the Phantom Shadow back there, Witch Doctor, another Phantom Shadow, and I think the Ghost Clown, excuse me, is the last one that's a part of that Villains or Monsters, if you will. And now I gotta put these all back, but I think it was worth it. Okay, Jason66 Racing wants to see some Christmas pops. I don't think I have a ton, but I know I have a couple at least. So as far as Christmas pops goes, here is what I was able to find. We got Coca-Cola Santa right there. I mean, Santa, Christmas goes hand in hand. Coca-Cola Bear, I mean, is a little bit borderline, not quite Christmas, but snow, Coca-Cola, I mean, they kind of go together. We have Freddy Funko as Buddy the Elf from the Elf Pop Digital set. Also, Leon comes from that same set. So Christmas, absolutely, these guys definitely make sense. Christmas SpongeBob, I actually don't have Christmas Patrick. I thought I did, and maybe it's just somewhere that I don't remember, but yeah, Christmas SpongeBob, he's got the hat and also the present. And also, this is probably my most recent Christmas pickup, Charlie Brown with the tiny Christmas tree, and he's got his winter getup on, so there's some Christmas pops for you. Okay, Alpha Stoutland wants to see, it would be interesting if you had any candy pops. I don't think I have a ton of those either, but I know at least I have 2 that I can think of right now. So I was only able to find 2 candy related pops, guys, and funny enough, both of these are kind of related. I'll explain. So this first one right here, guys, is the Nerds one. That's a great one for sure, the Cherry Nerd. And also, guys, I also have a Lemonhead one as well. And the reason why I say that these are similar is they're both scented. Obviously, the Cherry Nerd doesn't have the sticker, but the Lemonhead one does. So if you take these out, this smells like cherry, and this smells like lemon. So there you go. There's some candy pops for you. Nermalator wants to see the pin collection. So actually where I'm standing right now, I can see where my pins are actually behind the door. Let me show you them. Okay, so behind this door is where I keep all of my different pins. You guys probably don't get to see this very often, but down here I have pins that I've collected throughout my entire life. There's a bunch of random ones of like places that I visited, like when the Olympics came here to Salt Lake in 2002. I wasn't very old, but I collected a lot of pins from that. That's kind of where my love of pins kind of started. I have a bunch of different like Disneyland sets. Whenever I go to Disney, I like to complete some sets. They're like cast member trading pins. Anyways, a bunch of random ones, like a bunch of space ones. My dad kind of worked in that field or whatever, so I have a bunch of like NASA related pins. This right here is more of like the stuff that I've got from you know, Funko things and events and that kind of stuff. Like I have some of the pins that I've made myself on the bottom row right here, different conventions that I've been to. You can see some of the Aquasox ones. All of these are different ballparks that I visited right here, guys. And if they have pins of the stadium, I'll usually get it. But some random Simpsons pins, like I said, more events pins from like Funko and everything like that. Some pins from like buddies that have given me pins and stuff. And then I have a brand new board up here, guys, of random Disney pins that I've got from the different Disney parks around the world. So I believe that's Tokyo Disney, one of these is Shanghai, and one of these is Hong Kong. So there you go. That's probably more than you wanted to see of all my different pins, but there they are. Okay, Eagle Pops wants to see my Blue's Clues Funko Pops. I know I have at least 2. So for Blue's Clues, I kind of tore my Nickelodeon shelf apart to kind of get to that Christmas SpongeBob pop, but I think these are the only 2 Blue's Clues pops that I have. Oh my goodness, that was a tongue twister. But we have the Flocked Blue from Hot Topic right there. I mean, if you had any version of Blue, it would be the fuzzy, you know, flocked one, right? I think it makes sense. And then I also have this Steve right here with the handy dandy notebook. This is the New York Comic Con exclusive, and I think that's the only Blue's Clues pops that they have, minus the common version of Blue, but there you go. All right, Xander the Great 99 wants to see some stadium giveaways. Actually, maybe you can see a couple behind me. I'll grab a few of them. So my stadium giveaway pops are all going to be in this, well, it's being blocked by the shelf right here, but they're all going to be in this row where my MLB mascots are. And I think I have a couple that you can see right here, Webley being one of them. I think all of the Webleys were given out at Aquasox games at some point, but this Mariner Moose was given away at a Mariners game. But let's see if I can take out a couple of these to show you more. Okay, so behind these pops, I know for sure Freddie Freeman was a giveaway at a Braves game. So was King Felix. Johnny Bench, I believe, was last season or the season before from the Reds. We also have Nelson Cruz from the Seattle Mariners, and I think there's one more. Yeah, Pedro Martinez, that's right here. That was given away at a Red Sox game. Okay, even more in the third row right here, guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, Ozzy Albies. That was a stadium giveaway at a Braves game. Trying to see what else. We already saw Johnny Bench. Ichiro was a solid one. I didn't go to that game. This game I actually went to, guys, of JP Crawford. This was a giveaway, and I got 2 different versions of him. This one I think is the more rare version, limited to 1,000 pieces. We have Dan Wilson right there. I actually went to this one as well. Ozzie Smith. Okay, and then the last ones, guys, behind here. I think this is all of them. We have Edgar Martinez right there. Let's see what else. David Wright was one. This is another version of Pedro. I think this is the gray jersey one. You can kind of not really tell because of the protector on it. And then we've got a Julio Rodriguez in there, and then that normal JP Crawford. Now I have a bunch of baseball pops to put back in there, but you get a good idea of some of the stadium giveaways I have. Okay, Damo 1462, I'd love to see all of your Bob's Burgers pops. So most of my Bob's Burger pops, if not all of them, are down below here. So I'm gonna get on the floor to show you them. Okay, Bob's Burgers is down on this shelf right here. I actually have some plush of Bob's Burgers. It's kind of random, I know, but we have the entire Belcher family right up top right here. We got Louise, we got Jean, we got Tina, we got Bob, and we also have Linda, and then we have some of the second wave that's down here, like Teddy. We have the Butt Loose Tina. This is from the Bob's Burgers movie with Bikini Burger Linda, Beef Squatch, and then Burger Suit Gene. And then I've got some more, I think, behind that I'll have to move and see what I have. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's just Futurama that's back there and a couple other random cartoon pops. So never mind. That's all the Bob's Burgers pops. Okay, Mad Sweet 78 low value pops in your collection that you absolutely love. Oh, I've got plenty of those. Okay, so lower value pops. I know I probably have a couple in this shelf. For example, one of them right here would be a Banjo right here, guys. Banjo-Kazooie. I think this is probably retail at this time, but definitely a good one. A classic game that I remember playing as a child. So there you go. We'll put that one back. I don't think this one has a ton of value either, guys, but speaking of classic games that I played as a kid, Spyro with Sparks. I mean, come on, classic PlayStation game, classic pop. I would say some of these Simpsons pops don't have a ton of value, like Lisa or Bartman or even Maggie, and some of these guys on the bottom as well. So I would consider those low value pops that I really like because I love the Simpsons. And I mean, I would consider some of these Nickelodeon ones down here kind of in that category as well, like Auto Rocket, Reggie Rocket, Jimmy Neutron. All those are more recent ones that probably don't have a ton of value, but they're great to me. It's just sentimental stuff, you know, that I watched as a kid. And I'm sure that there's a couple that I am missing, guys, obviously, but there's a little highlight, I guess. All right, Afro Toy Collector 89 wants to see some numbered pieces. You got it. I know I have. Well, actually, I think I probably have a good amount of those. Now, as far as numbered piece pops, I definitely have a couple back here. This is a more recent one. We have the Jolly Jacko from New York Comic Con that's limited to 1,000. You also have Bluto right here from Popeye that's limited to 1,900 pieces. I think there might be at least one back. Maybe there's not. I thought there was more on this back display. I mean, obviously, all the different Pop Digital NFT pops are numbered, so all of those different ones in there. I know a couple from the Ad Icon shelf right here, and also Looney Tunes are limited, so I can show off those to you, like Yummy Mummy, he's limited to 2,500. Fruit Brew is 2,500 as well. Tony the Tiger is limited to 2,000 if that wants to show that. I don't know. There's a glare right there. We also have, guys, speaking of Looney Tunes right here, we have the Speedy Gonzales. It's limited to 3,500. What else? Pete Puma is limited to 1,000. That's a pretty low piece count Looney Tunes pop. And I think there's one more. Yeah, Stupor Duck right here, guys. Daffy Duck, limited to 2,000. And I mean, a bunch of these Freddy Funkos, they are limited as well. Like some to mention, 250 piece Freddy Funko Space Kook. That's a pretty good one. Even Danny Phantom right here, limited to 3,000. Oh, and speaking of Looney Tunes, guys, I don't really show this one off very often because I don't really have a good place for it because it's a bigger box, but limited to 3,000. We have Marvin the Martian with the rocket, with his ride. And then Evil Clown 1982, lowest piece count and oldest release pop. So I showed some piece count stuff off. Let me see what old ones I can find. Old pops I'll definitely find over here. There's a couple up there. That's the sneak peek I'm gonna give you guys. That's in an upcoming collection video. Let's see, I know this Alien for sure is an old one. Yeah, right there, guys, next to JJL, 2011, so 13-year-old pop. All right, Sheriff Ralphie, he is 11 years old in 2013. Okay, I know these pops over here are going to be old for sure. Let's see, Krusty the Clown right here. He is at 2011. And I would assume that all the other Simpsons have that same year. Yeah, Homer is also 2011. Let's just double check. On Bart, we've got 2011 as well. And then we'll check one of these SpongeBob pops just for fun. What is Mr. Krabs at? He is at 2012. Okay, there you go. I'm sure that I have some others, but those are the ones that came to mind first, at least. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that little dive into my Funko Pop collection. Obviously, like I said, we'll get a full-blown video of everything, either, you know, at the end of the year or the beginning of next. But thank you for all your requests. Leave them down below what you want to see in the next one of these videos, because these are really fun and I'll definitely make another one in the near future. Be sure to subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching again. You guys are awesome and the best like always. Remember to be kind to one another. Always promote positivity. I'll see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.